Is good. What is poppin'? It is Monday, November 10th, and it is currently 9:50. I just ate breakfast, so that's why it's a little later. But yeah, we're gonna go over the two trades that I ended up taking today. And just before we dive into it, I would just want to say this is not usually the normal way that I take trades, and honestly, I was kind of just messing around. But I do want to explain why I took the trades that I did, and basically my thinking behind it, and just kind of share the fact that it did work out. And I did it twice. I'm not saying it's a foolproof strategy, whatever. I took two trades. I had the correct bias going into these trades, and they ended up playing out. And in my opinion, it wasn't just luck. So yeah. But if we look at the higher time frames, we can see that we are pretty overextended on both the indexes right here. We're pretty overextended, and we had this gap right here that we hadn't necessarily filled in very much on NASDAQ. I honestly wouldn't say this hourly gap played a huge role in anything, but we also down here had this new week opening gap that sort of got filled, not probably as much as we wanted to, but the main bias for today was the fact that we swept out these lows. So this definitely could be the start of a move higher. We'll have to see. We could possibly want to sweep out these lows and make an SMT off of them. We'll have to see though. But yeah, coming into the day, I had a bearish bias, and if we look now, it's actually playing out. So, yeah, bearish bias, and that was mainly because we had basically nothing to the left-hand side of the screen. But if we look at the 5-minute, we had low resistance draws here, here. I think these are almost relative equal lows. I know we had relative equal lows, yeah, here on ES. So we just swept those out. But anyways, yeah, we had basically just lots of low resistance liquidity to the downside. So that was kind of my bias coming into the day, and I'll explain why I flipped that. I mainly did that because after 6 months of sitting here every single day, and well, it's been less than that actually, but it feels like it's been a long time. You recognize patterns, and I can't give you an exact reason why, I guess, but I'll try to do my best to explain it. But yeah, I mean, pretty much right off the market open, what we wanted to see would have been maybe us go up to here, possibly, and then, mess around a little bit, and then go down, make a 5-minute retracement, and then continue down. Because what we were hoping for would have been a consolidation, and then manipulation, and then an extension down, but that's obviously, I mean, we kind of are getting that. We'll have to see how this plays out, but it ended up being way bigger than I wanted it to be if I was going to take trades to the downside. Because I mean, if you would have looked and you would have taken it off of this, oh, here, boom, we're going down, yeah, you would have just gotten stopped out right away. And that's exactly what I took my trade off of, was people who saw this, oh, we're going down, oh, okay, here's our little 5-minute retracement, now down candle. No, that's not how the market works usually. It will stop you out if you don't have confirmation on your trades, and that's exactly how I took this trade off of. So yeah, moving up, looks like an uptrend, make a clean retracement, and at this time, yeah, there's part of me that's saying, okay, now we just need a little 5-minute retracement, and then we can go down. But then there's also part of me looking at this and saying, okay, right now we just made a break of structure. Let's wait for another decent candle. Okay, we got that. Enter off of that. Target here. And this actually was I don't think that good of a risk reward. I think it was these were pretty much just 1-to-1s. Okay, I don't know why I can't grab that. Whatever. But yeah, pretty much 1-to-1 risk reward. And I mean, it was good. I traded well, and look at, you can see this thing's gonna be in the way. Yeah, I'll move you to the middle now. Order history. filled, I think. Oh, is it gonna be goofy? I don't know, whatever. You can see 600 on the day. I think first trade was around like 400. Second trade was around 200. And yeah, the second trade honestly had more confluence to it, but it was a much shorter trade, and that was mainly because we were below these lows on ES, but we didn't yet. So at this time, these lows were right here. Yeah, so these lows, but we actually didn't make lows on ES, but we were down here, and ES was up here. SMT, and then yeah, we got some decent confirmation. And honestly, this one was kind of just more messing around, if I'm gonna be completely honest. And kind of all of these were, which is fine. It's me just kind of exploring. But yeah, definitely not something that I'm planning on taking every single day. But I kind of want to just come on here and explain what I did, why I did it. But yeah, mainly just entered off of this because of this bullish candle and us just wanting to fully sweep out people on NASDAQ and ES. So, yeah, I mean, those are the two trades. Now, I would say there's a decent probability that we end up coming down and then we end up making our okay, this is going to be goofy. What the heck? I don't know. But anyways, hopefully we can come down and make our consolidation, manipulation, reversal. We'll have to see what's gonna happen, but yeah, I guess we'll see tomorrow. But overall, I'm happy about today's trade, and yeah, plus money on the day. That's not really a huge thing, but yeah, I'm happy with the trades that I took, and this is why I took them. So have a blessed day, and yeah.